Hey guys, welcome to AndroGuider. So in this video we are going to review the ZephyrOS ROM, and this is ZephyrOS 4.1. This ROM is based on Android Marshmallow 6.0.1. It comes in with the July 5 security patch, and the stock kernel is at permissive by default, and from the build number you can make out the build date, that is 24th of July. And also the developer options are not enabled by default, so if you want to enable them then you need to tap on the build number 7 times to do that. So most of the customizations which the room comes in with are present under the vertex menu. So first of all we have the status bar settings. So from the carry label options, first of all you can customize where the carry label can be shown, lock screen, status bar, or on both of them. Then you can customize its color at the same time. Then we have brightness control, double tap to sleep both on the lock screen and the status bar. Then we have quick pull down too, and then we can customize the battery icon. So these are the options which we get, and we do have dotted circle in this time too. I don't know, but surprisingly the dotted circle option is absent from most of the ROMs out there these days, but it is great to have this option baked into the ZephyrOS ROM by default. And then we can also show or hide the battery percentage. Then we have the clock and date settings. So using this switch you can enable or disable the clock and date entirely. Then you can customize its color, position, you can show the AM PM styles if you want to, and then we similarly you can customize the date font styles. If you guys just want to see it, then this is the normal font style. You can just see that right just left to the clock, in the top right corner of the screen. This is the small font size and this is the normal font size. And similarly we have the AM PM styles too. And then we have various date styles. This is the normal one, this is the lowercase one, and this is the uppercase one. And then we have various date formats. Then I guess I missed the network traffic settings. So from in here you can customize whether you want to show the network traffic or not, and which type of network traffic you want to show, outgoing, incoming, or both of them. Then we have the display unit, bits per second or bytes per second, update interval, auto hide the network arrows when there is no data exchange going on, and the inactivity threshold. It just suggests that if the data rate is below this speed, then the network traffic indicators won't be shown there in the status bar. And then we have the super user indicator right at the bottom. Next up we have the navigation bar settings. So from in here we also have the recent settings here. So if you want to show or hide the search bar in the recents, you can do that. Clear all icon, and we do get the 6 location pack, so you can just customize it where you want to show the carrier, where do you want to show the clear all button. Then if you want to show the memory bar, how much RAM is occupied and how much RAM is free, how much RAM has been occupied by the applications which are running in the background, then you can do all that from in here. And then we have the dirty unicorns interface package. So we do get both the smart bar and the fling interface. So in the smart bar, if you don't know what the dirty unicorns interface package is, I'll just quickly tell you that. So just before doing anything you need to press on this toggle button editor to customize the actions of the navigation bar. Smart bar, this is the navigation bar which we are using currently. This is what we call a smart bar. And using the smart bar settings, when you button editor to on, so then you can customize the single tap action, the long press actions for all the 3 of them. But you would just be able to customize the double tap and the long press action for the back button and the home key. You won't be able to customize the single tap gestures because it's pretty basic that the actions of these navigation bar keys have been set to home and back by default, and you just can't remove all these options by default. But So say if icon to the navigation bar, then you can customize how the icon should look like from an icon pack, or you can just select any preset image from your gallery, and then at the same time we can customize the single tap, long press, and the double tap actions for the newly added icon. And if you just want to see the custom actions which we get, these are the options which we have. So that's all uh, what smart bar settings are all about. I'll just reset them to default, and then you can just select the contextual buttons layout, input method actions. So if you want to show the arrow keys you are typing the when you are typing anything, then you can do that from in here. Or you want to show the keyboard switcher, if you just quickly want to see, these are the arrows which we are talking about. So these are the arrows. So from using these arrows, you can just quickly move the text cursor right or left through the text. So next up we had the navigation bar tint. Prior to that we have the button touch animation, ripple one. This is the ripple animation, and this is the spring animation. Then we have the navigation bar tint in the end. So if you want to just color the navigation bar buttons to any specific color, then you can do that from in here. And then we had the fling gesture interface in. So if you just quickly wanted to see that too, okay, so we have the right short swipe, left long swipe, right swipe up, left swipe up, single tap actions on both the sides, single tap and the long tap, long press actions on both the sides, fling logo, animate the logo, custom logo icon, custom logo image, logo color, ripple effect, ripple color, gesture trails, the trail color. So a lot of things to customize in here, and just it is pretty basic, I believe. And if you have been if you have already used applications such as Gravity Box to customize the navigation bar settings prior to using the Dirty Unicorns interface package, then I believe that adapting to the Dirty Unicorns interface package would be pretty easy for you guys. And then we also get pulse in here. Pulse are beautiful graphical lines which are shown down below in the navigation bar whenever you are listening to an audio track or are playing a video. And then we have the render mode, the solid lines or the fading blocks. These are different types of pulse modes. So if you quickly just want to I'll just play any song. So these are the solid lines, and these are the solid lines. And if you want to have a look at the fading blocks, then these are the settings. And for the fading blocks we have these, and for the fading blocks, if you enable the fading blocks option, then you can customize the block width, spacing, block size, block spacing, visualize the sanity level and the lava lamp animation speed. And then if you select solid lines, then you can customize its sanity level and the lava lamp animation speed. Then we have the you can customize the navigation bar size, portrait and landscape. And then we have the left-handed mode in the end. And then we have the hardware key settings. So if you want to disable the navigation keys, then you can do that from in here. And then if you want to have any customizable actions for the hardware keys, but if you are already aware that I'm using an Android One device which has only the power button and the volume rocker key, so I believe that we won't be having those hardware key settings. But definitely if you are using a device which comes in with the back button and the menu button and the home key, so such as on some Samsung devices, then you would definitely be getting more options in there. And then in the end you can customize the backlight timeout, that is if you have backlit keys. Then next up you have the lock screen settings. So from in here you can customize the middle lock screen shortcuts. And then we have the music visualizer. So if you just want to show the music visualizer on the lock screen, then you can do that from in here, and you can customize its color too. And then we have the bottom lock screen shortcuts. Then we have the notification draw settings. So from in here you can customize the quick setting tiles. Maybe I will just first of all change the theme to light, so that you guys can just have a look at that easily. Okay, so maybe it just do the system UI restart whenever the theme is changed. I will also be covering up that. So these are the tiles which are enabled by default. If you aren't able to make out what the tiles are, then these are Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb mode, data connection, airplane mode, rotation settings, flashlight, location, and cast screen. And these are tiles which you can add on. So a lot of options to choose from too. Maybe I'll just quickly just go back to the dark theme. Okay, so next up we have the brightness slider. So if you want to just show or hide the brightness slider in the quick settings panel, you can do that from in here. Advanced location quick settings, vibrate on touch, show 4 tiles per row, and then the status bar icons. So from in here you can just enable or disable any of the status bar icons which you just want to show or hide. And then we have the time contextual headers too, and I believe this this just might be the any nature image pack. That's what I believe it is. Maybe they have customized the headers to certain extent, but certainly this is not the default nature header image pack. Then we have the music equalizers. There's nothing but Viper for Android, and BusyBox is installed by default, so you don't need to worry about installing BusyBox separately. You can just go ahead and directly press on install the driver, and it will just ask for root access, and then you can just reboot your device to activate the driver after the installation has been completed. There you can see that. Then we have the display settings. So first of all we have the brightness level, adaptive brightness, and then we have the light and dark themes too. And guys, the greatest thing about this ROM is that each and every aspect of the dark and the light themes is customized to a great extent. So for example, I'm using the light theme, I'm using the dark theme at the moment. Then the power menu and the volume keys, everything would be customized as per the theme which you are using. The moment I just change back to light, it will do a system UI restart, and I'll just show you the power menu and the volume. Maybe the volume dialog box is same, but you can see that the power menu was completely different, and in fact even the notifications, this was white, but if you go back to dark, you would be able to see that the notifications are have a dark background in. There you can just see that. So each and every aspect of the interface would be customized to suit the light and the dark theme, so it's great to see that. And then in the automatic layout, it will just toggle on and off between the dark and the light theme according to the time of the day. Then you can customize the wallpaper to expand the desktop, sleep setting, sleep timeout, press the power button twice to launch the camera. Then we also get daydream in, LCD density, and you have these are the values which we get for the Android One first generation devices. But definitely you won't be able to customize your LCD density to a custom value. So if you want to just do that, then you will have to edit the build.prop file. And then we have the font sizes, rotation settings, toast icon, if you just want to show that. And then we have the volume rocker settings. If you just want to use the volume rocker keys to awake the device, wake up on charge. And then we also do get screenshot, crop and share, and the crop behavior. I will just cover that up too. So say if I take a screenshot, because I have enabled that edit menu, it should pop up. Okay, just press on edit, and from in here then we will be able to access the screenshot, crop and share menu. So using this you can just quickly crop any section of the screenshot if you want to, and then if you want to just write anything on the screenshot, then you can do that from in here. And at the same time you can customize the thickness of the stroke, or its color too. That's completely up to you. Yeah, there you see that. Okay, okay, then next up we can customize if you want to blur any section of the screenshot, then you can use this option in but let me see. Yeah, by using this option, you can just select any section of the screen that you want to blur. Say I'll just select the clock section, and there you can see that it gets blurred. And using this option, you can just maybe go back to the default layout, I believe. Yep. Might be I'm just not able to make out what this icon is for. Okay, anyways, then if you want to just delete the screenshot, then you can click on this bin icon, save it or share it, up to you. Then next up we had the that's all what we had in the display settings. Then we have the sound and notification settings. So in other sounds we have dial pad tone, screen locking sounds, charging sounds, touch sounds, vibrate on touch, and playback control at the bottom. That's all what we have in the sound and notification settings. Then storage and USB, if you are looking at how much storage which we get, about 2 GB of storage is free. Again, if you are not using a Sprout 4 or an Android 1 device, then that's completely irrelevant for you. Then we have the battery settings, and again this ROM is just based on AOSP, so you can enable the battery saver whenever you want to. And we have the battery bar too. So from in here you can customize the location of the battery bar, top of status bar, top of navigation bar, or at the bottom of the navigation bar. Then you can customize its color too. And then we get the battery bar alignment. This is the regular one, and this is the center mirrored one. And then you can customize the thickness of the battery bar, and if you want to have the charging animation into, you can do that too. So battery bar is present under the battery menu. Then we have the security settings. So first of all, you can customize the screen lock types, lock screen message. Unknown sources is checked in by default. Then next up we have the privacy guard settings. So I made a separate video for privacy guard, and I won't be going through it again. But definitely I will just put down a link below in the description for you guys to check it out. And then we have the developer options. So power menu, you can just customize. These are the, if you enable all the options, then this is how the power menu will look like. So ample number of options in here too. And then if you want to have the desktop, if you want to just protect your desktop backups, you can just use this option, stay awake, root access. But we do get super proof, so there's nothing to worry about. But if you want to be on the safer side, you can just enable it for apps and ADB. Then we do get the USB debugging. It is not enabled by default, so if you just plan to restore any apps using Titanium backup, or if you want to be on the safer side of things, then I'll definitely recommend you to enable the Android debugging option. And then we have the multi-window mode in here too, and of course we won't be getting the kill app back button, because you can just automatically configure that using the Dirty Unicorns interface package. That's all I guess we have in the settings menu. And if you just quickly want to have a look at the wallpapers which we get, these are the wallpapers which we get in with the ROM. And widgets, nothing specific to the ROM. And then the stock launcher has only the rotation settings in. And these are the apps which we have. CM13, we do have CM13, calculator, camera, clock, documents, the 11 music player, Viper for Android. So pretty much a lot. And the last thing which I would like to cover up for you guys is that you can just use the stock file browser to install the apps directly. So say if I just want to install this app, then I can use the inbuilt file manager to install the apps directly too. So this option is not there in most of the ROMs, but ZephyrOS developers are kind enough to include this option in. So just tell you the level of customization which we have in with the ROM. Okay, so I guess that's all what I have got for you guys in this video. So if you like this video, then do hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to subscribe to my channel to get a notification in whenever I upload a new video too, then do that too. So thanks for watching guys, and have a nice day. I'll catch you guys in the next one.